This is how I play the game! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude.
And I have to warn everyone, warning, what you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting.
But welcome everyone back to my streams. After 2 days away. Oh my god, 2 days away. So I have absolutely no idea what any of you did with your time when you were away from my streams. Because let's face it, what else are you going to do when I'm not streaming? I mean, there's not possibly a single thing that you could do with your time besides sit around watching my gameplay streams all day, right?
They just like to laugh and they, oh, he's the lol cow or whatever, right?
I had a good time with my days off. It was refreshing. It was fun. It was very different. It was honestly, geez, how can I put it? I think it was the first time since Kat moved in with me almost 2 years ago that we actually had a day that was 100% to ourselves. And what I mean like that is we didn't have to go running around. We didn't have to go crazy doing errands or nothing. You know, we had a day where we just relaxed together, and it was very good. At the same time, though, the day before Christmas Eve was insane. Christmas Eve was absolutely one of the craziest days out I think I've ever had in my entire life. People running around acting like fools, trying to get last-minute shopping in. It was nuts, okay? Which is weird, because for us, it wasn't that. It was our normal shopping day.
Oh, I need more money.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so one other thing. In regards to Minecraft, because I really got to... This Minecraft situation, I really got to resolve this situation, okay? So here's the deal with my Minecraft gameplay and my Minecraft ongoing playthrough, okay? As you know, I usually play Minecraft about once a week. When I play Minecraft, we have this running practice where the top contributor of the week gets to think about and then choose something that I do in the game world. Now, originally, we were starting off with stuff such as, oh, it's going to be, I name something in the game world. And that worked out well. We had people like Nihilistic Goldfish who named the pier where I was fishing and stuff like that. And it worked out really well in that regard, okay? Then all of a sudden, I don't know how this happened, but at some point, it changed and it became, oh, now it's not naming something. Now it's like building something in the world. And, you know, even then, at first, it was pretty good. Yeah, build a tombstone with a sign on it. Build a building. That's a small building, like a garage or something. Fine, those are things, you know, that I could do within one stream. They were very reasonable, and they were working out well. Then all of a sudden, we started jumping into these ginormous projects that take multiple streams, and that kind of undermines the whole purpose, because if the top contributor is supposed to get something, if I can't give it to them within 1 to 2 streams of when they qualify for it, they're going to get, you know, admittedly angry. And me, I'm going to get backlogged on requests, right? And that's exactly what's happened here, is that we took on multiple requests. For example, we got a giant bird statue that I'm currently building. And don't get me wrong, it's looking good, but it's way too elaborate and taking way too goddamn long. It's already, I've been working on this for 3 weeks, and it's not done yet. I'm sorry, I can't work a month to build a single statue in my game world. It's too much work. It's too time-consuming.
Okay. Excuse me. It's the laziest kind of content possible, and all it does is propagates toxicity. So.
And by the way, not to say that I don't enjoy the Minecraft stuff. I do. The Minecraft stuff is incredibly relaxing. Not only do I get to build, but I get to talk with you guys the whole time. But, you know, admittedly, people get bored of it. They're like, dude, you're doing major Minecraft streams, and all you're doing is building. It's not very exciting. And I kind of get that. For those who love Minecraft, you know, it's good. But for others, it's like, meh. So I get that. And so we'll see, you know, what happens.
Please tip me. Tipping helps me more than anything right now. You know, that gives those funds I can put toward. There you go. No, tipping helps me more than anything right now.
Best way to contribute, again, being very matter of fact with all of you, would be tipping me. Because when you tip me, I get those funds right away. I can put it towards things like cost of, hell, let's be very honest here. Cost of utilities, cost of games, cost of electricity, cost of groceries. Cost of everything is pretty much paid by tips. All right?
Fair enough. Okay, sorry.
How's everyone doing? Everyone had a great Christmas? Are you all... Oh, are you all... I gotta fix this. Are you all recovering are in recuperation mode, or are you all already ready to hit the ground running here? Me, I had a very relaxing Christmas, so for me, there's not much to recuperate from. For me, it's kind of like, let's just get right back into stuff and have some, good times on stream. But I know many people, it's like super stressful, like so much going on with family and friends and everything, and it ends up being like super duper annoying, and I hear that, so. Every day is relaxing for me, quite the contrary, Music Records. It all depends. Some streams can be quite relaxing and fun, and other streams can be full of stress. It all depends on, what's going on that particular day. Today with Shenmue, I'm not predicting too much stress. With PUBG, it'll be relaxing talking with you guys. The gameplay itself kind of stinks, so it's kind of a balance, I guess.
Did I get my wife something for Christmas? Indeed, I did. But I already said this earlier on the pre-stream. I'm not going to discuss the specifics of what it is, because it seems like every single time that I mention spending a single dollar on anything, people absolutely freak out. And it's none of anyone's business anyway what I got for my wife. So I'm not going to talk about that. Okay?
Thanks for the money, dummies.
June at $1 million. If you say you have thick skin, you can't handle gout jokes. How ironic. What are you talking about? I talk about my gout all the time on stream. I've talked about it many times. I matter-of-factly honest questions. I answer questions about it. Excuse me. I actually have absolutely no idea what in the holy hell you're talking about. The only time that something related to gout isn't allowed is someone's like spamming and talking about it in the chat, because guess what? It has nothing to do with my content. Just because someone's watching my gameplay stream, they don't need to know about a medical condition that I have that hasn't negatively affected me in 2.5 to 3 years, right? And bringing up someone's shortcoming that's a medical shortcoming that they can't do anything about just shows your incredible weakness, immaturity, and your inability to have compassion. So, if you have a problem with that, and you come into the stream and you start spamming shit like that, and you get moderated by a mod, that's because you're a fucking asshole. That's not my problem, that's your problem. I don't know anything about it. I haven't personally banned anyone who talked about gout in like 2 years. I don't give a shit.
It's all true except for everything that's a lie and false.
How's the gout, Phil?
Oh my god, here's another one. How's the gout, Phil? Another idiot. This is great.
How's that gout?
How's that gout? Say it again. No, say it again. Say, how's that gout? Go ahead.
How's that Seattle air?
Come on, say it again. You're so dumb. I know you'll say it again. Say it. Say, how's that gout? Come on.
So with the gout, how's your daughter? With the gout.
He's still saying it. How's the gout? How's the gout? How's the gout? Oh, parent, how's the gout?
Big Sloppy Meat cheered again. He said there's nothing to be ashamed of about gout. It's a medical condition that you have no control over. That's not correct at all. It is something you can control. In fact, that's why I don't suffer from it anymore. Because I changed my lifestyle to adapt for it and to make sure that my uric acid levels are in the proper balance they're supposed to be. Now, admittedly, every once in a while, I still have a minor symptom or two. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it in that regard, because your body naturally has fluctuations in acid levels depending on things going on, hormones and all kinds of shit. But in general, I've not had a flare-up of the condition in over 2.5 years, and I've been perfectly fine because of the adjustments that I made to my lifestyle. If I just ignored the problem, I would have been in pretty deep shit, because it's excruciatingly painful when you get giant, sharp crystals building up in your joints, and they're stabbing you from every direction, feeling like a knife. And that's essentially what it feels like. Someone's actively stabbing you, and you can't even move your foot because it's swollen up like a fucking balloon, and the blood pressure inside your foot is super high, so it's like hot as shit and pulsating every time that your heart beats. It's pretty fucking weird.
What kind of a freak is that? Look at this monster.
I can't breathe.
Now, if you want me to be honest, Big Sloppy Meat, the truth of the matter is that the reason that I have gout is because it's actually prone in my family, which I didn't know, okay? When I first was diagnosed with it, my mom decided, oh, now's a good time to start asking around the family if anyone has any medical issues. And of course, she finds out my aunt, and apparently my uncle also have gout. So if I had known that, I would have said, oh, I might be prone to gout. Maybe I should, have a lifestyle that's low on eating red meat and not excessive drinking all the time and not this and not that, But I didn't know that. So here I am just kind of living my life. Next thing you know, one day I wake up with a giant swollen foot and I'm thinking, God, I broke my foot, right? I'm thinking, what did I do? Did I slam my foot? I've never had this happen in my entire life. How could this be happening to me? And when I went to the doctor for it, the doctor literally told me that it was incredibly abnormal for someone of my age. Keep in mind, this was what? 4.5 years ago? Yeah, 4.5 years ago. So I was, 33? I was told I was incredibly abnormal for someone of my age to have it. That usually people who get older get it. And that, literally, the first question out of the doctor's mouth when I walked to the office was, oh, well, does anyone else in your family have gout? And I was like, I have no idea. And then, of course, I found out later that 2 of my family members did. So, there's nothing to be ashamed of. I mean, all it means is that you're probably eating too much red meat and drinking a little bit too much, and you gotta adjust your lifestyle, and I have. And like I said, I haven't had a problem with it in a long time. I'm happy with that. You know, the one negative is every day with dinner, I drink a glass of cherry juice. 1 glass of cherry juice, and it tastes like shit. But that's really maybe the one thing I have to suffer from because of it. Everything else, like I said, I was never like, not to say that I didn't like red meat, I absolutely did. I absolutely liked red meat a lot. But for me, cutting down on red meat, I've discovered other foods that I actually like a hell of a lot more.
I loved red meat, alright? Ganta did nothing wrong, Cheer said pigs are food, feed a pig to a pig. Wow. Now what ended up happening was, I ended up getting an acid level, imbalance back in 2015, which I didn't know I ever had, but apparently it's hereditary in my family because my aunt had it her whole life and didn't fucking tell anybody. Thanks, aunt.
Christmas Eve dinner, Kat and I went to a Chinese restaurant and I got chicken with mixed vegetables.
But the best way right now to help me would be by tipping me, and I really need the help right now because I have nothing, zero, no money in the bank account, okay? I don't want to lose my house.
So, non-breaded, stir-fried chicken in a little bit of a savory sauce with a variety of vegetables. If you had told me, 10 years ago that that's the kind of food that I would like, I would have laughed in your face and been like, nah, man, if I'm going to the Chinese place, I'm going to get, the stuff that has heavy, thick sauce, and, I'm going to get a ton of egg rolls and fried rice. I need the fried rice, man, and all that. And, now it's like things have changed. It's so different. Even in reality, like, a lot of people like the breaded chicken that they do at Chinese restaurants. Like, oh, I like the sweet and sour chicken. Or I don't even like that because it's too much breading. I like light breading or no breading. It's all about seasoning and flavor for me rather than eating like heavy, greasy shit. I'm actually finding I hate greasy things worse and worse now that I'm getting older. And with gout, that's a good thing because those are all factors that can add to increasing your acid levels in your body. So for me, like, I actually made the right choices in the changes to my lifestyle that I'm doing, which is really good. So, big sloppy meat, you're wrong. It's not that you can't help gout. If you have gout and you keep getting flare-ups, it's because of your own lifestyle choices. Because once you know you have it, you can now actively make lifestyle choices to stop that from happening. But maybe initially, I was shocked. I was like, what the fuck is going on? My foot is going to explode? I'm like, what is happening? And going to... You asshole. And going to the doctor and finding out I had it when I had no indications previously of anything like that, and I didn't know my family members had it, it completely blew me away.
So there you go. The answer is, could I possibly get like an outburst of gout again? I could actually, if I don't watch my diet. If I either start drinking heavily on a regular basis, or I start eating a lot of red meat and shellfish again, or if I stop drinking the cherry juice that I drink every day for dinner, yeah, I probably could have a big bad outbreak. But in general, as long as I stay on the regimen I'm on, I should be okay.
Okay, continuing on. Jerk Store tipped me $2. He says, real talk, ever thought about tying your tubes since you don't want kids? Have I ever thought about it? Yes. Is it even a remote consideration? Fuck no. I don't have money for it. That is a completely optional operation. It's not preventative care. It's not even for your own safety. That's like designer care. You know what I mean? Like, oh, the ability to tie your tubes exists. It's incredibly expensive. Thousands of dollars optional surgery to make sure you don't get pregnant by accident or whatever. No, how the fuck am I going to do that? I can't afford... Oh, my God.
As I've told you as many times, I swear to God, you guys seem to either not listen or think that I'm lying. I don't have money. I have no money. All the money you guys give me is usually goes to a good cause, like paying my taxes, the cost of games, the cost of electricity, things I tell you about every day. I don't have exorbitant amounts of extra money saved up and sitting around to do optional surgery to tie my tubes.
Oh, I'm such a stupid idiot. See? It's not even a consideration. It would never be a consideration for me. That's something so ridiculously frivolous, being vasectomy. Right, it's called a vasectomy. Here you go, they snipped the vas deferens or whatever. That's never been a consideration for me. Never. I can't afford it.
People are pretty stupid. I'm like, he said he's going to have his tubes tied. Obviously, you're talking about the uterus. You're talking about the fallopian tubes. I was in general talking in a general way to address the question. I didn't care about the semantics of it, but apparently you guys do. So you guys can sit here and snicker to yourselves all night because I said tubes tied, which is what the person who asked the question asked me in that terminology. Like, I don't know. I don't have any fucking tubes. You guys are a bunch of fucking idiots. Really, you're fucking idiots if you're laughing at that.
All I can taste is the saltiness.
OJ Simpson to me $1 says, do you regret telling people you had gout since they use it against you all the time? First of all, I never told anyone I had gout. If you guys remember, I told you, like, when it happened to me, I was so scared because I was like, did I break my fucking foot? Like, I don't even know what's going on. Now, remember, at that time, I didn't have a lot of money. That was the year. The year that I got diagnosed with gout was the same year that I got swatted, the same year that I got DDoS attacked for 2 straight months, and the same year that I had all those false copyright strikes against my channels, and I lost a ton of my money that I was making. So it was in the midst of all this happening, and I was like, I can't afford to go to the doctor and pay a ton of money for this, but I had to go. So immediately, I remember I posted up pictures, again, when everything in my life was shared on social media, I posted up pictures. I was like, does anyone know what this could be? Does this look like there's something broken in my foot or whatever? Because I've never had this happen before, and I can't walk on it, and I'm in excruciating fucking pain. And of course, I got some responses that were intelligent and some that were insulting. But a couple people actually said, it looks like you have gout. And I looked it up online. I was like, fuck, it looks like I do. Like, this fits like every description of the symptoms fit exactly what I had. But I didn't know that I had it, and I never actually told anyone. I had just taken a picture of my foot, and from that, people basically figured it out. We're like, that's gotta be it. You know, look at it. It's exactly what it looks like when you got it.
Mr. Gout.
So then, after that, of course, it was like field day. Make fun of Phil, because the thing is, gout is what they call the king's disease. Because unlike other diseases, you get, there's many debilitating diseases that has nothing to do with your life choices whatsoever. You just get them, right? Gout, if you led a good life, meaning if you didn't drink a lot, if you didn't eat a bunch of fatty foods full of acids, if you didn't do all these things that are considered, like, not smart life choices, chances are the gout won't happen in you, or if it does, it's not going to be severe, and it won't recur. How funny is it that, like I said, since I made lifestyle changes, I don't really deal with it at all anymore. I haven't had an actual real flare-up of it in about 3 years now, which is amazingly good that I changed my life to the point where it doesn't affect me anymore. But immediately when you hear that...
Oh, the king's disease. That's the one that people who just, they live these gluttonous lives of excess and plenty. That's why you get it. Dark side, fill the lol cow.
When in reality, the first thing that happened when I walked into the doctor was that she asked me, do you have family members who have it? Because it can be in, something that's passed hereditarily. You're more prone to having uric acid issues. And I said, no, not to my knowledge. Then I found out later on, yes, some of my family members did have it. But do I regret talking about it? No. No, I don't regret talking about it at all. It's just another case where I'm honest with you guys about something that otherwise could be considered pretty embarrassing. I don't really care. You guys know a ton about me anyway. But sadly, you got shitheads who then turn it into a way to insult. Like, again, it's like schoolroom antics. Oh, this kid's got a big nose. This kid's got a medical issue. Let's make fun of the things, that are fucked up. That this person's already down, right? Already suffering. Let's fucking make fun of that person for the thing they can't help, right? The physical thing they can't do anything about. It's fucked up. Yeah, a big nose, only having one arm, having sight problems. People have to have kids have to have glasses. I come 4 eyes. Fucking fucked up stuff. But that's what he's got gout. Haha. He's got swollen foot. Blah, blah, blah. That's what it sounds like, a 5-year-old making fun of a small kid. Because that's exactly what it is. Intelligent people and mature people don't fucking make fun of other people for silly little shortcomings like that. Only fucked up, really, really insecure people do.
Oh my god, dude, just shut up. Just shut up and stop whining. Ugh. Now, big boy about Studio said, bring on the dancing girls, clapping Phil the Sheik with King's disease. Yeah, exactly. Bring on the dancing girls and feed me grapes. That's why my foot is swollen. Of course. I did nothing wrong. I did everything correct. It's Tevin's fault.
Dante tipped me $3. He said, making fun of gout, basically, it weeds out people who are immature enough to make fun of a medical condition, and it's bad karma, just saying, And yeah, I mean, admittedly, when I first happened and everything, I was very embarrassed, and it was very upsetting to me that I had it, and that I was in excruciating pain because of it all the time, and it was affecting my streams, and it was affecting my life, and to make fun of someone for something like that is pretty fucked up, Especially so, I'd never known anything about it. And here I am thinking, my God, my whole life am I going to have this debilitating thing going on? Keep in mind, guys, I had severe back problems in the past.
And so when I moved out here to Seattle, I don't know what it was. It could have been my lifestyle changes. It could have just been going to a new area. I don't know, but I said, man, I don't know. The air out here is clean or whatever. I don't know what it is, but my back's better. Oh, the Seattle air healed his back.
And I'm someone who had to go through the greater part, that started 2007. So that was all the way through like 2015. So you're talking like 8 years of my fucking life that I was in terrible pain all the time. And now you're telling me that's finally gone, right? That's finally gone and done, and now I'm gonna have to fucking put up with more pain? Like, I just got out of pain. I mean, Drug Boris Yeltsin, you're right. He says, making fun of someone who has a disease is horrible. It got to the point where they kept bringing up stuff from you from, like, years ago, actually, and it led to you preventing from doing house tour vlogs ever again. You're right. Like, people to this day still bring up the fact that they see a coffee maker in my videos from, like, 5 years ago, and they say, oh, my God, we looked up that coffee maker on Amazon. That coffee maker is like a $500 coffee maker, when in reality, it's because that coffee maker is, like, 10 years old. It's outdated. You can't buy it anymore. The only one that was ever for sale on Amazon was, like, the last stock ever, and you could buy it because it was, like, a rare item for $500. Modern coffee makers... modern coffee makers can be expensive if you buy the high-end ones, but that was a coffee maker I had for like almost 8-9 years. But that's what I mean, like, we're gonna take something from a video a million years ago and, cutting stuff out of that, out of reference, and acting like it's something that's common, and I don't even have that fucking coffee maker anymore. Bad experience. Froggin's Charity says, do you have any other family members that suffer from postnasal drip? Is that not hereditary? My dad has it. My dad has it, and every winter he gets it worse and worse. Like, he actually gets it to the point where, like, he has to be constantly on, like, on decongestants or medicine, because he gets it to the point where, like, it's just constant, and he's coughing and choking on it. It's so gross. Luckily I don't have it that bad.
Chunky Jack cheered. He says, hey, Phil, what's the most epic thing you've ever done? Gotten married to my beautiful wife. Second would be adopting Jasper. How about that? I wanted his money. It's bullshit that I couldn't take it. I want his fucking money. I need money. I can't afford anything. I wanted his money. I'm pretty much to the point where, yeah, I'm financially destitute. It sucks. So it is what it is. Phil has indoctrinated children who send him money, blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone. Just gone like that. In an instant. Fucking gone. I just care about money. I just can't help it. By eBay. Contributions are mandatory, but I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.